got something very, very important to share with you. We have a very big announcement that we're going to make, but first, I'd like to say how blessed we are to have this facility and to work with such wonderful people. The wonderful people I'm talking about is my church family, our congregation, and also Chris Cook, Wayne Cook, Sharon and the team at the Apple Tree Creek Hall Committee. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Can we show them some appreciation? We are blessed to be here, amen. Tell your neighbour, you're blessed to be here. Now, I'm going to keep this brief. Are you ready for the ride of your life?
Yeah.
Are you buckled in?
Yeah.
Tell your neighbour, you better be ready. You better be ready.
Ready for the journey?
You ready for the journey? I'm as nervous as a cat on a hot temper. But anyway, we'll get through it by the grace of God. 7 years ago, when John and I became pastors, you might know the story, I was in Jonah. I ran. Do you know how God climbs the mountain to get you? He'll break every lie that's meant to keep you from your destiny. And he'll search for you and he'll bring you home. Even footballers. God planted a vision in our hearts for this church. You are now. You are the church. You are the vision. And look what God's done. God gave us a vision for the people of this town and for the sojourners, the travellers. And friends, the vision is simple. Here it is here. We love God, we love people, we lead people to Christ, and we make disciples. Who knows that the gospel ain't complicated? The Imagine project was planted as a seed over 10 years ago in my heart. Didn't quite have the faith to believe for it. But over the years, when you become a pastor, it sort of gets smacked into you, doesn't it? Faith just has to be driven in sometimes, and away you go. Why is that? Have you seen any of them lately? Have you got some in your pocket? About 5 years ago, we were at an INC conference and God was talking to me about a new place of worship. Who knows that as a Pentecostal church in a little country town, you get kicked around. You get moved from place to place. You're too Pentecostal, you're too loud, you polish the ceiling. You're all happy, clappy, jappy bunch, you know? God was talking to me about a new place of worship and He showed me a ministry centre that reaches out to the community with the love of Christ. But me, being the great man of faith that I am, said, but Lord, that will take a lot of work. But Lord, it will cost a lot of money. But Lord, we're a small church. But Lord, I just don't know how it's going to happen. And you know what He said? You don't have to know how. You just have to believe.
That's good.
That's what He said. It's true that I'm saying there. So, at conference, I was praying. And on the same day, a senior pastor came up to me and he put a $1 coin in my hand. And I'm thinking, this is a bit weird. He must think I'm really poor or I need some cash, some cold hard cash. But as he put the $1 coin in my hand, something happened. My spirit came alive again. He wrapped his huge hand around mine and he looked me in the eye and he said, God told me to tell you that you must start your building fund now. He said, God is going to provide. Did I have the faith for it right there and then? Not really. But it started to build. And as he walked away, he said, Nigel, he said, you must attach faith to that $1 that I've given you. Because God told me to give it to you. It carries the anointing. You must attach your faith to the $1. He said, watch what God will do. Well, I carried that particular coin around for about 3 or 4 years. I never spent it. I kept it in a safe place. Then one morning God woke me up. I know He wakes you up at 3 a.m. It wakes me up at 3 a.m. He said, put it into an account, Nigel. It's not hard. So God's got a sense of humour, eh? So the very next day, I said to my wife, God's got something happening. We better put this in the account. So we started an account and we called it the Imagine Project. When I shared the vision with our leadership team, it resonated with their spirit and they confirmed that God was indeed on the move and that it was God's plan for us to have our own place. Now good people came alongside of us and the Imagine Project began to grow. They didn't give money because I asked them to give money. They gave money because they'd heard from God. And who am I to question that? $9,000 came in from generous people in our church and even pastors from other church had been in their prayer closet and God said, you need to bless that ministry. You need to bless that little crazy Pentecostal church in downtown Elmtree Creek because I've got a plan for them. The other pastors in INC said, we see what you're doing, Nigel. We're backing you to the hill. We want to support you. So $9,000 came in. And our church agreed to invest that money into the future of our church. And after church, I'd love you to see the Donga out there. I'd love you to see the children's ministry. And it's looking beautiful. And there's nothing more important than to invest in our children. And our children are going to grow up and have children. And they're going to invest in their children. So this $9,000 or more, whatever they're spending on the children, is by far the best investment we can do. $1,500. God had been speaking to another very generous person in our church. I never asked them for money. I never said a word. They came up to us because they'd seen in a dream. God had shown them a dream, a new ministry centre, and they sowed $1,500. When they didn't have any money, they gave everything they had.
Come on, so good.
And God has blessed them.
Yeah.
And now they've got finances.
Come on.
And now they're doing well.
Awesome, Jesus.
Can you believe it? But wait, it gets even better. Some new people come to our church. And it's just like in the book of Acts. They sold a block of land, but instead of using that money as a deposit on their own house, God told them to sow their seed of $16,000 into the Father's house. God told them to sow $16,000, which they were going to use on a deposit on their own house because they'd been renting all their lives, into the Imagine Project.
Amazing.
How good is God? Friends, I truly believe that God is going to reward them for their extreme generosity because, as Pastor Gary has said today, if we sow a lot, we'll reap a lot. Here is, can you count them? Now guess, how many? 65. Pastor Gary's got it. You get a block of chocolate too. Kyle gets a block of chocolate. Because last Sunday I preached on the suddenlies of God and there was apparently 77 suddenlies in my message. So Kyle was onto it. Now here's where it gets really exciting. You think $16,000 is exciting? Here is $65, which came from Imagine Sunday, when I asked everyone in our church to share the blessing of what God is doing. Our first Imagine offering came with 65 seeds of hope, with faith attached. I reckon that's awesome.
Yeah.
Every person in our church came on board with just $1. Because I ain't one of these preachers that ask for money. I'm not a televangelist. I am not going to tell you if you sow $500, God's going to give you a miracle in 15 minutes. God bless you, but I ain't going to say that. But I am going to ask for your faith. And what I asked for was $1, and you could attach faith to that, because I know what faith will do. So every person came on board with $1, and then together we attached faith to every single dollar. And this $65 was given from the heart. And this $65 was given when people didn't have enough food for groceries. And this $65 was given when they had to buy shoes for their kids. Because it's given with faith. There it is. One of the most beautiful offerings we've ever received in this church. $20. We'd spend that at a cafe, wouldn't we? Believe it or not, someone came up to Joel and I in the street and said, I see what you do, and I see how you help people, and I see your church is beautiful, and I want to sow a seed in your ministry. And they said that God's going to give you your own place. They didn't have much money. What they did have was $20. They sowed it as a seed with faith attached. And now is a good time to say, it's not the size of the seed that's important, but it's the faith that is attached to that seed that is important. Can I have an amen?
Amen.
Eighth image, please. A beautiful couple in our church with big hearts. God showed them in a vision, as clear as day. He showed them a vision of greater things yet to come. How good is that? They said they could see the harvest. They've been to our church 3 times and God had been speaking to them. There's a harvest in Childers. The harvest is ready. This ministry centre is going to raise up labourers because the harvest is ready but the labourers are few. I'm talking Bible college. I'm talking equipping people for their ministry. I'm talking about outreaches. I'm talking about just loving your next door neighbour to Christ. I'm talking about bringing people into the kingdom. I'm talking about plugging up hell and populating heaven.
Yes.
We are a mean ministry machine and God ain't finished. They said they could see the harvest and they asked us if we could be, or if they could be a part of what God is going to do. They sowed a 1,200 seed into the Imagine project with faith. So together, attached. $2,000. Are you enjoying the journey so far? This beats reality TV, mate. You know when I watch TV when you see this stuff happening live in your church. $2,000 as we were driving to Brisbane, the phone rang. Joe was driving, I picked up the phone. God been talking to the senior pastors from another INC church at Pomona. God had been talking to them about our place of worship and they didn't know what was going on. They wanted to bless our church with a gift of $2,000. Come on, give God some praise. Isn't God just wonderful?
Come on.
Like, it doesn't get any more wonderful than this, or does it? This suspense is killing us. 10th image, please. $970. From there on, we were able to launch our Imagine Sunday, and this is where we dreamed with God. We imagined what it would be like to have a ministry resource centre that met the needs of the people who were broken and lost and lonely. How good is that? Is that God's heart? It's our heart. This church has got a big heart because it's a mirror image of God's heart. See, we imagined what it would be like to have a place of hope that captures hearts for Christ. We imagine what it's like for the broken to come in and they walk out whole. We imagine what it's like to provide a food ministry for families that are eating rice and mince for 2 weeks at a time because they've got no money. We imagine what it's like to see people come in. They come into the healing rooms, they get healed. They don't need the doctor anymore. Come on. Imagine what it's like to have a place that ministers the love of God to every single soul in our community, regardless of age, race or creed. Imagine what it would be like to see many souls saved and set free. Now, can I just say thank you, thank you, thank you to every person that has sown into the Imagine project. Come on. We have an enormous love offering for a small church of $970. Come on now. That is just absolutely amazing. And you see that $970 is sown into the ministry. It's attached with faith.
Come on.
Now I have something very special to share with all of you, but I've got to ask of you 2 things. Number 1, please don't ask me or Pastor Joe who this person is. We want to respect this person's privacy. Please don't try and work out who this person is, it'll do your head in. But instead, please put your time and your energy and your curiosity into the Imagine project. Get behind your pastors, get behind your leadership, get behind your church. Run with this vision, because it's a vision from God. And who are we to say no to God? Now, I truly believe, church, that we are better together. I believe that we are stronger together. And together with God, we can make a huge difference not only in the worlds of our sisters and brothers, but in the worlds of our community, in the worlds of our nation, and in the worlds of the great south land of the Holy Spirit, and also Vanuatu. The truth is, the day after we found that we could not get the finance for our new ministry centre, my heart was broken. Pastors' hearts, they're supposed to be tough, but they get broken, hey, Pastor Gary, Thank God for Jesus. But the very next day, someone came into the bike shop and wanted to talk with Pastor Joe and me. It was all very serious. We had to sit down in private. And they sat down and the person said that they wanted to sow a seed into the Imagine project. They said, we'd like to give you and your church $500,000. Woo! Wow. Yeah, that's right. $500,000. That's $500,000. You can give God a thank offering right now. You can stand, you can shout, you can do whatever you want. Well, I had to ask a few times what they said because I thought my hearing was going. I said, what?
Speech therapist.
I needed a speech therapist, yes. I said, $500,000. I said, what? I asked 3 times. I said, $500,000. There's nothing wrong with my hearing. And yes, it's true. $500,000 is on its way. With faith. $500,000 gift by the grace of God was going into our bank account. God is so good.
Amen.
You people are living the dream. This is a real miracle.
Yeah, it is.
And it's your miracle. It takes faith to create a miracle. But you've got it. How good is that? But it gets better. and there ain't no steak knives. You're just getting the real deal from heaven. So our total today is $530,756. With faith attached. So I'm blessed as the pastor of such a beautiful congregation to share with you the blessing of God. $530,756 with faith attached. Amen?
Amen.
So could we just stand and give God some glory in the house this morning? Come on. Give God a shout of praise. Friends, this is the answer to your miracle. It's an answer to prayer. God is still on the throne. And the great news is He wants to give us a home. And I believe right now is a good time to see if Pastor Gary wants to share something. Because I'm going to fall over on the Holy Ghost.
Nigel rang me and I said, what? I really did. Because truth be known, I was like Nigel and Joe had been investigating with us as a movement as to the possibilities of getting in. And to be honest, we've got 2 responsibilities as a movement. There's number one, we've got to be responsible stewards. And to building, if a church this size, buying all that sort of stuff is a big stretch, We're trying to get creative and figure out how to do it. I couldn't see a way. Our people who run our bank couldn't see a way. So he rang me up and told me this, and I sort of say, someone's promised it. No, it's in the bank. Someone's promised it. No, it's in the bank. So, number one, I want to say this is I want to thank you because, and again, Nigel wanted me to be here this morning for this announcement. It's a testimony to a bunch of people that will just believe that God's got a better future. A better future for us as a group, a better future for the town that we're in, that we're planted in, and a better future for the nation that we're representing. And it's not about a building. It really isn't. It's about what we can do from a building. 6% of Australians are in church this morning. Most of them are without hope in this world. And so our job is to create a place where we can minister the love and the grace of Jesus Christ in this world. So for those that have sowed, whether it's $1 or whether it's $500,000, it's what God's able to do with what we sow. And to me, I never ever get used to the miracles that God does. The other people I want to hear are the pastors, because they have stood. And every time I talk to this guy in the midst of the battles, we just believe in God for better. Gary, we need to get Lazarus fixed up. Gary, there's always something. I said, why don't you guys do something? And I think we did as a state contribute something to that, didn't we? But I mean, it's going to get better. It's tough right now, but it's going to get better. We're sowing seed. Every time he speaks to me, he honours you people so much for the seed you're sowing, and he keeps telling me how great you are. He knows you better than I do, but I want to honour them for standing. I want to honour them for believing. I want to honour them for ordinary folk, but they're great leaders, and they're leading you into your future. And as a movement, we're right behind you 100%. Now we've got to say, well, what do we do? What are the possibilities? It's a lot better question to ask, what do we do with the money, than how do we get the money? I mean, it's a better question, isn't it? But I want to honour you guys for your leadership, for what you've done, for making a difference, and let's just have some lunch. Let's just believe God. Let it sink in. I know why you didn't all shout and praise, because you were in shock, man. I was sitting at my desk. I didn't shout and believe because I was in shock. Let it sink in. The reality. He who sows bountifully will reap bountifully. That's got nothing to do with the amount. It's not equal giving. It's equal sacrifice. Those that give $1, those that give $500,000, God breathes on that, and I just say, watch this space in Jesus' name.
God bless you. Now it's time